play this game again. I forgot. Alright, we got to the second zone at the end of last sesh. I wasn't too sold on it or impressed by it or anything last time, but I decided to give it one more go. Because that was just the opening area, you know, maybe it gets better. It probably won't, but maybe. Maybe it do. I'm not expecting it to, though. I don't know. The whole thing with this being a Skittles tie-in video game just doesn't instill me with much hope. Yo, why are there runes carved into the side of this mountain? Do I need to use magic? Do I know how to use magic? Do I have to reselect it? What's going on here? I got new spells, really? Strength Sap, Prismatic Pulse. Oh, there we go. Wait. How do I... Is this it equipped? It looks like it is. Oh yeah, no, it was there already. Oh, is it the right trigger? The right trigger? Am I supposed to use this thing all the time now? Like, just run around with eyeball on? Yo, it's lagging. Alright, so earlier... You know what, let me close Chrome, maybe that'll help. Yes, the other day I said, I'm not sure if this will even work because I haven't tried streaming from the Dolphin emulator before. And part of that was because, you know, streaming and playing a game at the same time requires more CPU. So I was worried that it would lag. Like, just because it worked off stream doesn't mean it'll work when I turn on the stream, but it sounds like it went away after I closed Chrome, so maybe we're good. And also, I think that opening area might have been a smaller zone, so maybe it was easier to run. I don't remember the magic button being bumper last time, but okay. I need to use bombs. Bomba? No, I don't have any bombs. I think I gotta run around here. No, that goes to the same spot, okay. Oh yeah, another reason I was interested in this game was because it said it was made by a company called Boston Animation, and I live close to Boston. Close-ish to Boston, but I looked on the Wikipedia page and it said that the game was outsourced to Ukraine. So no, this game apparently wasn't made in Boston. So there's another point against it, so we'll see. We'll see if it survives the day. I'm supposed to find like a secret. I wonder if I can swim. Oh, look, what is that? What the hell is that? Okay, there's a magic floaty rune in the air over there. Alright, well, I guess we gotta see. Can we swim? Nope. Why can't this chick swim? She looks like she's in decent shape.
Drac, I have a feeling we're not in Linlora anymore.
Skye.
Alright, we don't need to see whatever that is. It was weird. She kind of like bounced on the water at first. I don't know what that was about. Maybe you can swim if you put your staff away. We try again. I'm gonna mash the jump button this time too. Alright. No, you definitely cannot swim. Oh, you know what? I got these other spells. Maybe I need to use one of them. Do I have a hint in my log about how to use them? Cold and wet. These are adjectives that describe a healthy dog's nose. I am not a dog's nose. Damn, it's chilly here. Who's that guy at the Sacred Circle? Claims to be friends. Claims to know my mother. They say beware the Windrake in Dwintle's clothing or something like that. What the hell does that mean? Alright, nope, no hints. Can I even equip the other magic? Yeah, I don't have enough Skittles to cast these other spells, so all we can cast is True Sight. Am I supposed to climb this mountain somehow? Is there a way? Doesn't seem like you can. This is such a simple game, but how can you get stuck? Oh, there's something right here. How did I miss this every time? Yeah, things in the environment you can interact with glow like that, but for some reason I don't be seeing it. I don't know what that's all about. What's the interact button again? That. There we go. Here we go. Alright, the game actually begins. Hello. This guy's chilling in his goon cave. What's up, bro?
Hello there. In what strange land do I find myself?
Who can predict where the self will be found? One may wander forever and never find it, yet it lies no distance away.
No distance away. That's it?
Excuse me. What does one call this land?
One calls it the eternal center. Two call it the distance between two souls. Three call it a chess game of reality.
For the metaphorically challenged, does this place have a name?
Ogmire. The
A
land
name?
is Ogmire.
This guy thinks he's Yoda.
And dread things are happening here. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
Dread things?
Unless... Quickly, you must seek Merlin, the ancient mage. He has been isolated on the last of these islands by those who desire his silence. He will tell you all you need to know.
Merlin,
Take
really?
This.
Yo, wait a second.
Go.
What's going on
now.
between his legs right
The
there?
currents of destiny
Damn, dude.
are brewing storm clouds of darkest portent.
I guess it's been a while since he
Move it
saw
or
a pretty
you're
girl, huh?
fried.
Oh wait, from this angle it doesn't look like a boner, but... Head on. It looks like he's packing heat down there. Alright, well, don't let me interrupt you. You can get back to your goon sesh. I couldn't even pay attention to what he was saying because I noticed that raging erection that he had there. I had to get out of there. I had to go. What did he give me? Pendant. It's covered with strange glyphs and runes, just like everything here. This is really like the most like bare bones basic level design, is that even the right word? That you could like possibly make. Like, I mean, we're talking like this is a GameCube game, but it looks, the level geometry and everything, this is like PS1 quality, man. This is one of the ugliest games I've ever played relative to when it came out. Like you have to compare this game to like Wind Waker. Like compare this shit to Wind Waker, man.
I see another island out there, but how
The
do we
3D
get
models
to it?
aren't bad
How's
though,
your
they're half
backstroke?
decent.
Lousy. I'm a warrior, hero, adventurer, goddess who can't swim, okay?
Oh, she even addressed the lack of swimming. Yo, where did this fucking bat go? There it is. Okay, I guess we're done fighting. He's gonna jump me again if I try to cross this thing, isn't it? He missed me. You son of a bitch. And then there's that thing in the air. Don't know what to do with that. Wob 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 wob. Why is it saying wob? Man, I have to do instant death pit platforming? Are you serious? Whatever, I got this easy. Why is the game keep freezing? Oh, cutscene. Whoa, fish dude. What the fuck?
Not to worry.
I just realized you don't have any
mirroring.
visuals.
Watch the master and work.
Why don't you have any
boy.
visuals?
Well, he says, we are the fish riders of Ogmar. A terrible rupture has opened in our world. We wish to rescue Merlin, but dare not come closer to land for fear of the tentacled ones. Find our clan stones to summon our help.
Skittles?
Remember, only a stone can raise a stone. Yeah. Huh?
You just smacked this fish in the head. Okay. I just realized you can't see anything. What the fuck? Why can't you see the game? Is it working now? There we go. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what was going on there. It froze up. Said it takes a stone to find a stone. I guess I just have to get harassed by this green fucking pterodactyl. Oh, what the fuck? What is happening? What is going on? Madness. Yikes, yeah, the audio is like glitching pretty hard. I might have to, you know, sometimes it's also the game too, like some games aren't optimized as well on emulators because they're less popular games. Oh shit, okay, don't get close to the edge. I've had that issue with other games too, so it could be partially that as well. Like maybe other games on this Dolphin emulator would run better than this one would. I kind of want to test one now just out of like principle. Can I read this without getting hit? No. There we go.
This just in. The captain of the Skye Pirates is imprisoned in a distant tower. Set him free. Signed, Ganesh.
Is
Thanks.
that Merlin? Thanks. Yeah, these fucking tentacle arms are everywhere. They don't do that much damage, I guess. Hut, hut, hut. Oh, I almost died. That guy's weird.
What he's saying is, there is treasure off the coast. It fell from the skies in the 4 times. The what now?
It's talking about Skittles, right?
Spongites, prized as a delicacy.
Well, all right. Not prized as a delicacy anywhere.
What are you talking about? This game is fucking weird, man. Nauseating rock parasites, ew. Okay. Right then. What would I use those for? What does this do? Oh wait, there's more. Maybe you can feed it to that thing. Well, considering this game wants me to jump over death pits, I guess I need to save as I go. The music kind of reminds me of Hexen a little bit. The music is kind of cool. Hold on. It might be the best part of the game. Here we go. That's better. Oh shit, it's a fish lady. What up, girl?
She's saying Jonah had a Skittles and he left it far behind. Hey, nani nani.
Hey, that's a reference to something. Like a song or something. Oh, I hit the staff button instead of the jump button. Attack is left trigger and jump is right trigger, which is like, you know, when is jump ever right trigger, man? It also didn't. Oh, did I even save? I did. Okay, good. Let's try this again. Who is Jonah? What do you mean Jonah found a Skittle? I'm supposed to know who Jonah is? Oh, loud. Alright, let's see if I can figure out a 3 out of 4, huh? Maybe these things are used for dealing with this bullshit. How do you even use the item?
Hey, that's swell. Get it, swell? Oh, I personally find myself more than amusing.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the script. Maybe those are jump pads. Maybe I'm supposed to jump on those. He's definitely one of those. Maybe I can sideline. Maybe if you walk up doing this. No, he waited. What? Can't kill it. What an awful sound it made. Is that a Skittle over there? No, it's a health potion. I think it's a health potion. Yeah, I was pressing jump, and she did not. She did not bother to lift her legs. There was no jump action. Well, I was hoping the game would get better, but I think it's gotten way worse. They reverted the music volume too. Nice. Well, I don't think I give a crap about that. That's where I came from, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, there's the Skittle. There's the emulator lag too. Is that thing gonna let me get by? Are we cool? Are we homies?
Hey, that's swell.
Yeah, I got a Skittle. Maybe they want me to use it right here. Wait, I got a Skittle doesn't do it? Oh, wait, hold on. You can take Skittles out of spells and put them into other spells. That's how the magic works? Okay. Strengths. What's up? What's up? Jumping into that whale critter's open mouth would be suicidal, but hey, I'm Skye Lynn Laura. My life has a save game feature. They're telling me to save scum? Damn, save scumming is part of the intended game design. Let's fucking go. I didn't make it. Oh, I can load before the game even has the opportunity. Oh, I did it.
A Skittles. Mysteriously unaffected by centuries of digestive activity. You see, marketing didn't want us to show us Skittles all narfed up from stomach juices, so they decided I'll shut up now.
Fourth wall breaking ass game. This, this platforming is whack as hell. And then sometimes she just doesn't jump. It's kind of like that old game thing where when you're running down, like sometimes a character, I think they like leave the ground and then they're airborne and they can't jump. Some shit like that. There we go. So we got another Skittle. So now we can make whatever this shit is. No, I didn't get another Skittle. No, fuck. I have to go back. Alright, now I have a Skittle. That's the wrong button. Ooh, okay. Do I shoot this? I do. Whoa. Interesting. Ow. Go fast. Go fast. Oh. Yo, can I shoot this fucking thing? Ooh, I can. Yo, I got a gun. Alright, never mind. This game's sick. I have a fucking railgun. Ooh. See me in Quake Live, baby. Insta-give railguns only. Can I shoot it from here? The emulator is fucking struggling. I'm supposed to be able to make this jump. There's no way I would have made that. I didn't save. I didn't save. Gotta do that over again. Fuck. Like, there was another PlayStation 2 game I think I tried playing that the first like 6 levels of the game worked fine, and then I got to like this one level that just the emulator was just running like super shit. I ended up having to give up on it. So hopefully that doesn't happen here, but this game may not even make it that far. We'll see. So that spell, even though it also is a railgun, it doesn't work. Wait. What happened to my orange? Is it because I don't have enough mana? Is that what's going on? Maybe it's just a glitch. So it's working. I think it's just glitched out. You know what a way better version of this type of game is Heavy Metal FAC 2 on the PC. Heavy Metal Fact 2 is a game that is very similar to this game. That came out around the same time, and it shits all over this game. It's so much better than this game. I've replayed Heavy Metal Fact 2 multiple times because it's a actually decent game. Alright, let's save here. I like that game a lot. It's giving me one of these across the pit, but I don't know, I'm not good at the platforming yet. I don't know how I would do it with just one. Maybe I can use spells in combination to beat certain baddies. I'm smart, okay. Oh, wait, you jump further with your staff put away. Ah, okay, okay. Maybe that's how you're supposed to do some of this platform. Wait, is my health regenerating on its own? It is! You have regenerating health in this game? Oh shit. I see some stuff over there, but it's in here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the audio constantly bugging out. What does this strength stab spell do? I missed. Fuck, I missed. I jumped instead of shot and then I fucked up. Yeah, the control scheme of this game is so weird to me. It's hard to like wrap my head around it. Did I miss? This thing's pretty bad at hitting me. That's good. That's good for me. I got him. What does it do? It doesn't do anything. Maybe Strength Sap is more of like a puzzle solving skill. Also, how is this fool missing me? I'm like standing right in front of him and he's still missing. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Let it despawn. Yeah, dude, Hexen, what is it? Hexen? No, Heretic 2 and Heavy Metal Fact 2 are 3D action platformers from this time area that are way better than this. They shit all over this game. Why didn't you give me that hint about mixing and matching spells? Because this definitely works on these guys. It takes like 15 shots to kill them. Huge fan of that. Maybe I should disappear. You can't read things unless you use the sight spell.
Some markings cannot be seen with the eye alone, so I might need to use magic. I would never have thought of that.
It's literally what I'm doing right now. Here, what is all this stuff? I skipped some crap back here. Hold on. Three of them? Oh man. Yeah, there's no, they don't drop anything I want and there's no XP. I think I'm supposed to use this to get over there. There's a lot of places to go. There's a bunch of enemies. Don't mind me.
Clever. A secret passage hidden in the head. Unless, of course, they walked over and pushed the same button I did. Drac, I have a feeling we're not in Linlora anymore.
Skye, I have a feeling we should have.
Wow, you know, I remember falling through the floor in like Bloodborne when that game first came out. Like the very first patch of Bloodborne was kind of a hot mess. There were sometimes like the world wouldn't load in correctly and you could just fall through the floor. There, the shit was loaded in and just, you know, they just still could fall through it. But I mean, I guess I can't be too hard on them for that. But on the other hand, you know, Bloodborne's like one of the best games ever, so a little falling through the floor here or there is no big deal. But with one of the shittiest games I've ever played, falling through the floor like that, I think I'm good with that. I think I'm good with that right there. Yo, I actually played through I'm just gonna bring up Battle Sector real quick. I played through, what's it called, Crusade mode in Battle Sector over the last 2 days. That's part of what I was doing yesterday, but the real I didn't stream yesterday. The real reason was because I was bricked up and not the sexy kind. I don't know. I had some bangers and mash for dinner, and I was just, ever since I ate it, I felt like awful. I just like immediately felt bad, so I needed yesterday off to recover. But I'm like 50% better now. But I watched a YouTube video of someone starting like a, what the fuck is it called, Crusade mode playthrough, right? Because I wanted to see what it was like. And at the very beginning of the video, when he was going through like the options, he was like, yeah, so you have to play on Initiate or Astartes before you can unlock Lieutenant or Company Captain difficulty. So he was just playing with like a random army he doesn't normally use, just to like get experience with them and get it out of the way. He really wanted to play with a different army, but he was like, I'm gonna unlock the harder difficulty first. So when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, well, I guess I'll just play through like the, you know, Astartes difficulty right now then, so that when I actually go to stream this mode, I'll already have the more difficult version unlocked and we can have a more interesting playthrough. So I did a Astartes difficulty with the Black Legion, and it was actually really fun. I had a really good time playing it, and it wasn't that hard. Like, it seems a little bit more forgiving even than the normal campaign did, because the campaign had units with, you know, veterancy. So if that unit died, like, you were reverting back to a unit that had no bonus accuracy and whatever else, crit chance maybe. Which, you know, when you have them live for 10-15 missions, that's, you know, 15% bonus accuracy is kind of a big deal. But oh wait, what is it? Is this gonna load the match or the mission or the in-between? I wanted to load the in-between. The way it works in this mode is that the unit class can level up, and then when it levels up you get to choose one of 3 randomized buffs, or you can skip the level up and get some extra requisition points for buying units, or you can re-roll the 3, spending some requisition to try to get buffs you want on that unit. So after you've done that over, like, you know, the course of the Crusade, which when I did it was 3 separate maps where you just basically go from left to right and you can like have a little bit of choice in which missions to do, but you're just starting on one side and going to the other side. Yeah, it did reload. Why did it reload? Why did it make a save in the middle of the fight? That's weird. I never made a save in the middle of a fight before. This is like an auto save. But like, after you've done you know, leveled up a bunch of times, you can get some really busted units. Like this guy normally, I think he's supposed to be like, you know, hybrid ranged melee. This thing looks pretty nasty. Look at this thing. But I got a bunch of level up upgrades on him that buff his range damage. Where are they at? Here they are. So he's like a ranged monster now. There's like no reason to use his melee, just because of the way that his level upgrades went. Like 50% range damage, 50% shots. So he's shooting 50% more bullets, bonus accuracy, and then general 25% damage. So 75% range damage and 50% shots. And his gun does splash damage too. So it's a single target gun, but it does splash damage. So he's doing a gazillion damage to any like single powerful units, and he also wipes like squads. He does everything. Like this thing is insane. I could take every other unit out of here and just put like 3 of these guys on the field and probably destroy. But like, watch him just shred this guy for nothing. Oh, he's being protected by these assholes there. He'll fuck them up though. But yeah, he wiped them anyway. Oh, and he surged too. So, you know, if I got different upgrades on him though, he could be like a melee powerhouse instead of a range powerhouse or some other kind of powerhouse. So it's kind of interesting how this mode goes. You have, you know, a lot of choice in like what kind of army, you know, composition you have, but even the units themselves can be vastly different depending on which upgrades you end up picking. Oh, whoops, I mean to do that. Another thing that's cool about the playing this was the way that the chaos units handle momentum. So the Blood Angels, they got like stacking crit chance per momentum up to 100. These guys don't work like that. When they hit 20 momentum, they get something called Favored of Chaos, and it gives them 10% crit chance and 5% graze chance. And that's it. When they get any amount over 20, doesn't matter. If they have this buff on them, that's all they're getting. So they work very differently from the Blood Ravens. The difference is that they can spend a lot of their abilities, spend Favored of Chaos to get like enhanced versions. So these guys, do these guys even have one? Yeah, they do. So they're basic like 1 round attack damage buff. If you spend Favor of Chaos, they get a stack of Millennia of Experience. What does that do? An additional stack. Okay, so they go from 20% range damage to 40% range damage, but they also receive 40% melee damage. So instead of like the Blood Ravens where they usually just start, you know, just using their momentum for like a stat bonus, these guys get like empowered abilities and shit. Like this guy's fireball will hit in an AoE around the person if it's empowered. These guys, the Chosen, these dudes are pretty cool. They're like melee fighters, but they can also have plasma pistols. The plasma pistols are actually hella buff. I had to unequip them because oh yeah, when you choose some of those upgrades that you get when you level up, they increase the cost of the unit, or they can even decrease it, or they can not increase it at all. But a lot of the, you know, good ones increase the cost, so I had to take off their plasma pistols because I wanted to put obliterators and terminators in the squad, but I think they all died. There are the termies right there. This is the last mission, so I didn't care if mofos were dying. We just had to secure the dub. But like, they got two different abilities here that can consume the Favorite of Chaos. This one here, it adds one melee attack, and if you consume Favorite of Chaos, they get stacking 5% momentum and damage per unit they kill. And then if you spend it on this one, or actually to even do this, you have to have Favorite of Chaos. So you need two Favorite of Chaoses to use both of these in the same round, and this one gives them 40% chance per unit killed to get an extra action point. So you might be asking yourself, well, how the fuck do you do that then if you can only get one of them at a time? So what you can do is you can get one either the normal way, or you can have this guy use Empiric Reservoir. This is the Chaos Sorcerer. So he could Empiric Reservoir these guys early, or if they just get Favorite of Chaos just through killing stuff, then they can spend it on Relentless Bloodshed. Then he can Empiric Reservoir them. He can cast it on 2 units to give them Favorite of Chaos again, and then they can do Unholy Strike and wreck somebody's shit, which is pretty cool. But so yeah, normally they don't get 3 attacks. They got an extra, although I don't think they were getting much from this really. Okay, well, it gives a devastating wound, so 20% crit chance. The 40% is only if they kill a unit though, so you'd want to use that against a multi-unit squad to get an extra AP. So let's use it on these guys. I want to see though, do they get the 20% crit chance as soon as you use it, or is it after you use it? It'll show up here if it happens while they're attacking. It does happen. I think as soon as you attack them, they get it. Yeah, they do. Boom, so right there, they got an extra attack. And they're getting extra damage. And then they also got to do this John, which gave them 20% crit chance, and they got an extra action so they can attack again. Normally they wouldn't be able to. So, and basically every Chaos unit has something that they can spend their Favorite of Chaos on to like get empowered abilities. So anyway, I was just trying to show that. I don't have it with every unit unlocked though. You have to get most of those from like the unit tree. So I did that. I completed this thing on this mode on this difficulty. So now whenever they finish it, I'll go back and play it again and do it on a harder difficulty. But I'm still gonna do the, what do you call it? The Sisters of Battle campaign, whatever that is called. We'll still do that someday, but I'm gonna take a little break from this game and do some other stuff first. But I like this game a lot. I want to play the multiplayer. I need to get a legit copy of it. I'm trying to do some MP, yo. I'm trying to hit the streets. We still got plenty of time though. I'm flushing Darkened Skye. Fuck that game. I fell through the floor. That game sucks. So we gotta find another game to play. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of grind on Inquisitor Martyr. But just real quick, what was the next game I was gonna play after that anyway? Oh yeah, Die Hard Vendetta. I think it's on the PC. I think it's like Abandonware on the PC. I don't even know if you can buy it. I haven't downloaded or installed it yet. I wasn't thinking I was gonna flush Darkened Skye tonight, but it got way worse than I thought. I thought it was gonna get better, and it got way worse. And then Hunter the Reckoning. I remember renting that game or something and playing it co-op with my high school friends or something back in the day. So I want to go back and replay it and beat it. I like the setting too. It's all like, you know, horror based, like werewolves and zombies and shit. So it's like it's kind of like sort of like Diablo-ish with that kind of a setting. I'm looking forward to playing that game again. It's been many moons. But I think for tonight, since I don't have that stuff set up and ready, and I don't feel like playing Mid-Wars, because, I don't know, I've been having Mid-Wars issues today. I played a couple matches, I'm up for the day, but, like, the connection was just, like, bullshit in some of them, like, 5-second lag spikes, or for, like, 30 seconds, like, you're just saying, and it's, like, hitting everybody, not just you, like, everybody's lagging. Having other having other, matches, like the server would crash and then the match would not count halfway through, and you're just like, what the fuck? So I don't know, I'm not hopping on and gonna hop on that tonight. Seems like Han Reborn servers having issues, so I'll just play some of this Inquisitor. It might take a hot minute for it to load though. Update the stream title.
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant.
You know, I have to turn the game up. I usually play this with the audio turned down because the campaign is kind of like, well, first off, I've already done the campaign before, so I was just replaying through it on PC. I did it on console, so I also own the game on PC. I didn't feel like migrating my account over. I just wanted to play through it again from the start, which I actually started doing a long time ago, but that was back when my computer was running like ass before I fixed it. So I didn't get that far into it. So recently, since I fixed it, I was like, let me try Inquisitor Martyr again, and sure enough, it ran really good. And so I ended up playing through the campaign, skipping all the dialogue. And so this is just after I finished the last story missions in the campaign, and I'm in like the end game shit now, so I need to figure out what the end game is, what the end game activities are, and what I need to do. I remember there were these things called Void Crusades, and there's like intel, and there's also a war zone, but the main point is you're just trying to like level up and hit the level cap, or get close to the level cap so you can get the highest level gear with the best stats on it, right? It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like your overarching goal in most ARPGs is to get to the highest tier gear that you can get to. I'm also playing the same character again, a Crusader with a heavy bolter and the demolition armor, power armor, because I wanted to see how different it was on PC, because they made like a big update to this game where they reworked a lot of the weapons and like just basic combat systems and mechanics, and they broke the heavy bolter on console. It legit is busted now, and it works way better on PC. It still has some of the same issues, but they're not nearly as bad. Like, they made it so that the way like targeting works is different, and so sometimes now when you're like, if an enemy is behind like certain types of cover, or if there's like a certain type of like elevation difference, or sometimes if they're too close to you, or if they're too short, or there's like all these weird like cases, your character will just start shooting his gun straight up in the air. It's fucking pointing that shit at the sky and shooting in the air and hitting nothing. And on console, it happens all the fucking time, and it rarely happens on PC. And I guess the company that, and it's been like a couple years since they did it, and I don't think they fixed it. I don't think they give a fuck. So the company that makes this game just like releases updates that breaks it on different platforms and just doesn't fix it because they don't give a fuck. And I mean, if the game's not making any money, then I guess that makes, you know, sense that they wouldn't give a fuck. But still, it's kind of ass. It's still kind of ass that they broke it on consoles. So that was also a big part of why I wanted to play this on PC. Just making sure everything's closed. Wow, when I tab out, the screen starts going insane. Epilepsy warning. Do I have it on full screen mode? Exclusive full screen? I think I do. Okay. Usually get better performance with exclusive full screen. So I think I'm level 60 right now. I don't remember what the level cap is. It might be 100 or something like that. 80, 100. And you get passive points, you know, to spend when you level up. So I have a lot of passive points that I still need to get. You also get stat points every so often. I just got them at level 60. I don't get any more until level 70. Yeah, I'll get another stat point until level 70. But I just got 5% crit chance. But like, look, 50% bonus damage to elites and bosses. You know, we definitely want that. That's 10 more warfare. These are resistances, and these are focused around also resistance and like suppression. So I mean, you know, it'd be nice. You also want to get that stuff, right? Right now for gear, my gear is pretty whack, but you're not really supposed to have great gear yet, I think. What you want to, it's a lot like Diablo 2, where you get gear with sockets in it. Man, my gun is all old and rusty. So like I want to get armor that has like 6 slots in it so that I can socket in whatever these are called, psalm codes. Yeah, psalm codes. And if you combine psalm codes in a certain order, you create unique buffs for your gear that do different things. So one thing I'm going for with this build is you can make your shot split in 2, so you get 3 shots. I think it lowers your base damage or something by 30% or some shit like that. But as you can imagine, shooting 3 bullets instead of 1 helps a lot with crowd control and killing stuff on the screen fast. And then if you get close, like you can shotgun the 3 hits with certain skills. So you're doing more damage, but you just have to be close to them. So we're going for that. There's other ones that are like defensive, you know, give you defense buffs. There's ones that are like, you know, bonus 200% to physical damage and stuff. There's a bunch of them, but you can't use, you know, too many of the 6. I think you can only have 6 in your weapon and your armor. I think the other places where you can get them are like 2 or 3. So right now my goal is to get a 6-slot armor that I can socket that rune word in, or that psalm code in, so that I can get that juicy split shot. But I don't even have the psalms that I would need to put in there, so I also have to get the psalms for that. So we need to level up, we need to get psalm codes, and we need to get armor that has sockets in it. You might be able to put sockets in your gear though. Maybe I don't have to find something that has that. Oh yeah, that would be in here. I don't think I have the ability to do that unlocked yet. What do I need to do that? I need money, and I need I think these are like influence points or something. What do we got here? Expert crafting. Increases the credit cost. Nice. Increase quality of enchantments. Yeah, so with your gear, the only thing you're really looking for, I think, is the number of enchants on the gear. The enchants themselves, you can reroll all of them and the values of them even. So you can just keep re-rolling until you get what you want on it. But the number of enchants and what type of enchants they are is static. That cannot be changed as far as I know. So like, right now this gear has 4 enchants, 3 main and 1 sub. You can tell by the brightness of the square. I think the max number of enchants is like 5 or 6. I honestly don't fucking remember. It's been a while. I think it's 5 though. Could be 6. So if I find some demolition armor that has another enchant slot, I'll just immediately dump this for that. But some of my other gear, even though they don't have the max number of enchant slots, like I've been rolling for the enchants I want. So I might not immediately drop it if I find, you know, a heavy bolter with 5 enchant slots. But I'll definitely be looking to. I'll be spending my resources on re-rolling the enchantments on it to get the ones that I want. Like, the way this game handles crit chance is weird. Your base crit chance can't be too high. Like, mine's only 33% right now, and that's with, like, crit chance in every spot that I can get it. But you get, like... And there's even, like, a crit chance limit, hard cap, but you can exceed the hard cap with supreme crit chance. And so, like, on this piece of gear right here, I have as a sub enchant 5% supreme crit chance against slowed, shocked, or stunned targets. And I have that in 1, 2... the 2 places on here, and I think I have it somewhere in my passive tree too. I think I got another source of it somewhere. So I've got an extra 15% crit chance, but I have to slow, shock, or stun an enemy. So that's why I've got, on my gun here, I've got 18% chance to shock on a crit and 38% chance to slow on a crit. So the more chance I have to slow and shock, the more crit chance I get access to. Dun, dun, dun. I think there was another piece of gear that I had this on that I swapped out, and I think I need to roll for it. Let me see if there's an enchant on here that doesn't fit. Like, hey, I shouldn't have this. This says all main enchants. Weird. I wanted to get, I think I wanted to get a reduced weapon spread on my eye implant so that my shots are more accurate. Yeah, my gun isn't dirty anymore. What happened? It got clean. I haven't played this in a couple days, so I kind of forgot what I was rolling for right now. It's, you know, it can be hard to keep all that shiz straight. Oh, another thing they did that's good though is they added an enchant viewer into the game so you can see what kind of enchants can roll on gear. That helps because this game is like has weird shit in it. It's not like a direct one-to-one copy of just Diablo, so even like knowing what kind of things can roll and where they can roll is kind of helpful. We get this. Also, alright, that's where we can get it. Where do I have it already? Again, I have it on my main implant and my body armor. Okay. Deflector field, digital. Okay, so I can get it in my belt spot. Okay. And my eye implant. Main implant, we got it there. Okay, so I need it on my my belt and my eye implant as well. 7.9, the all res when surrounded sounds pretty nice, so maybe we'll re-roll this one. I think I didn't want to roll it on here though, because I'm trying to get rid of this. But it has 5 enchants. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to get rid of this. Maybe I should just keep this. You roll off this heat res. I'm just trying to do fucking damage, baby. Fuck defense. Don't need defense when you kill everything. The only problem is adding, so you can only craft a certain number of times and then you need to add more craft chances, and it costs an orange crafting or salvage. I only have 7 of them, so I can't do that many rolls at a time. I really should just be spamming missions and getting as much crafting materials together as I can, so when I finally do sit down to craft, I can just get everything I want. But it's also more fun to do it as you go along too. The list of things that I can get is like pretty big, so it'll take a lot of rerolls to get that. The green one? Yeah, it's a green one, okay. Usually right here where I'm starting to run out of materials, only got one more spark left, I'll just leave it on a good enchant until we get more stuff together to keep rolling. Like damage on burning effects, I'm not using any burning, so that does nothing for me. Dot duration, HP on kill, chance to shock on poison, that doesn't help me, I'm not poisoning, so I'll spend the last spark I have. One more roll. This doesn't sound too hyped to me. We're gonna roll. Alright, dot duration. I do have a little bit of bleed chance, I think, so whatever. My bleed a little bit better. L crafting. Back to the drawing board. Damn, that was a distraction from figuring out what I actually need to be doing right now. Could be doing these intels. I think these are supposed to be good for getting experience, which is what I really need right now is XP. Corn hunt, okay. 2000 XP. Fate glory. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to look at more tech tree upgrades for my crafting, wasn't I? Alright, so it comes with some built-in like mission challenge debuffs that give the mission more rewards, and then you can add, I think you can add more on top, can't you? 30% HP and 40% heat res for villains and commanders. The heat res doesn't matter. 20% damage bonus and 20% move speed. Negative 25% cooldown recovery rate and negative 25% class resource. Okay, I have low cooldown, so I'm good there. Alright, all that's fine, but can't you... I thought you could also increase the difficulty other... You can't increase... Okay, you have to apply these tarot cards, right? God, this system is weird as hell. So, do I even have any tarot cards? You have to like find them or something, or get them from... Unlock them by doing stuff, I think. Select. Alright, good, they do work. I do have tarot cards, okay. Just kidding, how do I remove them? I don't know if those are the ones I want. Okay, here we go. All reward bonuses 70%, so more experience and all this other stuff. Increased chance to find Archaeotech shards. Okay. I want Psalm codes. So if we can get one for Psalm codes, that's good. I'll reward 60. System influence 100%. Yeah, you unlock, I think you unlock more tarot cards by getting system influence in different places. So that's good for that. Glory reward bonus. I don't remember what glory is. I don't know why you'd want that. Here we go. Sit. Increased chance to find psalm codes. I think that's what we want. Duplicate items. High quality items. So magic find. So I'm gonna go with the possessed. Select. Or don't select. Or I don't have it. Deselect. Okay. I'm used to doing this all on a console on a D-pad, so I've never done it on mouse and keyboard, so I don't have the muscle memory down. And then this is, you can add another card. Oh, you know what? I forgot the other card adds stuff, so this limits the number of times that I can die. And normal and champion enemies have a chance to create a demon on death. Okay. That's fine. Just as long as it's not adding like too much bonus damage or something where, you know, I can't use my heal flask or some shit like that. Influence, so you're just looking at the second one for now. Influence reward bonus. Crafting materials. Magic find. Credits. XP. I definitely do want more XP. Void shards. Oh, those are for Void Crusades, okay. Duplicate items. Gain tarot cards and Empyrean seals. I do want tarot cards. You can level up these tarot cards so that they give bigger bonuses. So you do want to find tarot cards and Empyrean seals. I think you add Empyrean seals to like Void Crusades maybe, but I think I'm just gonna do the XP one for now. That's 80% to XP, yeah. Wouldn't that be the same as doing this though? This is also 80%. Wouldn't that be the same? Hold on. Hold on. So, oh, this one's already selected, okay. So this makes the XP go from 4070 to 4950. Oh, this also makes it go to 4950, okay. So that doesn't actually, even though this is the XP card, it doesn't give me more XP, because this also gives 80%. That's weird. But I guess after you level this card up, maybe it would give more. I'm just gonna do it anyway, man. I want that XP. That XP-ness. And this gives champion enemies 50% damage bonus. Fuck it, we ball. I thought these added levels to the mission too, which is weird. Aren't they adding? Oh, adds 2 levels to the mission. There it is, okay. So these scale, the further you go down them, the more levels they add. 8, 10, and when you add a level, it increases the amount of damage that enemies deal and reduces the amount of damage you deal. So it's just meant to, like, you know, challenge your build. More overpowered builds need to do levels that are higher level. So we got chance to create a demon, bonus damage, bonus HP, bonus damage. So it's actually champion enemies are going to get bonus 70% damage. Move speed and where's cooldown recovery, so let's fucking go. I wonder if the bonus XP is only from the mission reward, maybe it's not that good, maybe it's not that much. The Warzone and the Void Crusade are more of like a directed type of activity. This is just a single mission that's isolated, but the rewards for it are supposed to be pretty good. hope I did it right. I hope I applied. Did I even apply the cards correctly?
The web of heresy and
You could see that stuff when you hit start on the console. It would tell you like all the mission modifiers. I don't see it.
corruption
Here
is
though,
spun by powerful beings and perverted minds. Hunt their leaders, and this construct of evil will come crashing down.
Oh, I hate these corn enemies. They do all these burning attacks. Let's see, that might be too loud. It's pretty fucking loud. Oh, whoops. Satisfying though. Go here and maybe just lower the sound effects. Be careful, these guys might do a lot of damage to me or they might not. No, they don't. Okay, I'm too tanky for them, hell yeah. Don't stand in that. Those warp explosions, those do a lot of damage. Alright, yeah, so when I was playing the campaign, I was doing it on, initially I think I was doing it on like 3 levels above me, and then I think I switched to like 5 or 6 levels above me. So the enemies were doing like 150% bonus damage, and I was doing like negative 70% damage or something. So yeah, if this level is on my level 60, then I'm probably way too powerful for this mission. We can probably steamroll this shit. Which makes me think I didn't apply the tarot cards correctly. Wasn't it supposed to... Didn't it say it was going to add 2 to the mission level? I'm actually fine with that, dude. These corn marines are a pain in the ass. These corn enemies, because of the fucking burns they do. Even if you kill them, you are still on fire and taking damage. It's a pain in the ass. I got auto loot turned on because you got time to be clicking on things. You just want to scrap everything or sell it for money anyway. You don't want to slow yourself down picking up trash items that you're not going to look at anyway. So you can imagine, like, you know, when I'm in a big open area like this and I have to aim at all these guys, it takes a while to kill them if they're all split up, right? That's where the Somco doctrine that I'm going for kicks in, where it splits my shot into 3. It'll help me, greatly help me clear content, kill things faster. Am I supposed to be killing everybody? No, I just need to kill certain enemies, okay. Some missions are kill everybody, some are kill only a few people. Fortunately, I unrolled a bunch of move speed off of my gear, so I'm moving pretty slow. But when I was cranking up the difficulty in the during the campaign, I needed all the damage that I could get. So even though for my build, the only thing I'm really focusing on is crit chance, there's a belt item that does give you, I think gives you like 30% supreme crit chance for 30 seconds or something like that, but I'm not using it. I'm using the Rosarius force field. I've only got one left, but it gives you 5 seconds of complete invulnerability, so that I can just, if I see like a big group of enemies or a tough enemy, or if I see like a big AoE about to go off, I can just pop the Rosarius force field and stand there and not take any damage and keep shooting. Because this, you know, this weapon, excuse me, this weapon's all about sustained channeling your fire. You know, if I have to stop shooting, moving around, I'm not doing damage. So I want to be able to just stand still and shoot stuff. Like here. I don't need to do it, but as an example, like, you see that blue shit around me? If this was a mission where that would one-shot me, the Rosarius force field would come in quite handy right there. For abilities like that that are giant AoEs you see coming. We'll see at the end of the mission how much XP I get if I applied the tarot cards correctly. Saw that guy's grenade right there? He threw like a scatter grenade at me. Not very scary right now, but if I was in, you know, plus 11 mission level above me and it was doing 500% damage, bonus damage, something like that would just one-shot my ass. So having the Rosarius force field is a nice little defensive buff. Going the wrong way.
Die, unclean!
It's 70% bonus damage or something. 100% bonus damage, okay. Okay.
You severed the head. Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly until it withers and dies.
I did get the bonus XP, okay, so it did give me the tarot card bonuses, but it didn't raise the mission level like it said it would. That's weird. So one of the weird changes they made to the combat in this game, like when they reworked the weapons, one of the reworks for the heavy bolter was, so there's 4 different attacks. There's your basic like shoot fast attack. There's your slower, more accurate but higher armor penetration attack. There's your retreating attack. Oh, wrong one. This lets you shoot while walking backwards. It does like similar damage to this, but maybe worse accuracy. And then there's explosive rounds, which deal AoE damage and knock things back. So the slow armor piercing rounds didn't used to make you walk forward. So it's weird that you can only use your armor piercing shots now when you're walking forward. Like, because it's like, well, what if there's an enemy over there that's an armored enemy and I don't want to get close to him, I want to shoot him from far away, right?
Reloading.
You no longer have that option. The only way I could do that would be to like get behind cover and try to like walk into the cover, I guess, so that I can't move anywhere. But you know, if there is no cover, I can't shoot the armored target without eventually being point blank with it. And I don't know why they made that change. There's certain things about the way they redesigned the combat system. It just kind of doesn't make sense to me. I don't really understand why they did that. But let's see. I need, did I say 46,000 XP for my next level up? Because if that's the case, only getting, you know, 5k for an intel mission is not enough. I need more than that. Need a lot more XP than that. I mean, we got XP from killing things in the mission too, but if I'm killing stuff that's my level though, I'm not gonna get a lot of XP. Rewards from the Holy Ordos. Hey, alright, I got a new heavy bolt. Isn't it good? Oh wait, maybe it's on page 2. Yeah. There it is. Nope. Also has 4 enchant slots, so don't want it. Yeah, can I get this guy to add rune slots already? Base attributes, enchants, increase the credit cost. Increase salvage chance. Forging tab that allows players to fuse sockets in the item. Here we go, this is what I want right here. Or wait, do I already have that? No, I don't have it, okay. Boom, that's what I wanted, okay. Remove SOM codes or architect shards from the sockets. That can be used again, okay, we definitely want that. Allows leveling up items to enhance tab by 5 times instead of 2. That sounds good. Yeah, so you can increase the level of your base level of your gear so that it scales with you instead of having to find new stuff. If you found something that works good for your build at a low level, you can just increase its level with your character, so that's probably good. I might want to even do that. Combining shards to craft more powerful ones. I'll do it. We got the money. We got the money. Combining SOM codes. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. Yeah. The sooner I get the split triple shot, the better. Improve the quantity of item and chance of crafting. Sure, why not? Oh, never mind. I don't have enough purple thing, so we're not doing that. Okay. Okay, good. I needed to do that. How much does it cost to add sockets anyway? Welcome to the forge. Yeah. Socket. Add 1 socket. Ooh, it costs Spark of Glory. I have a bunch of them though, nice. But I'm not gonna waste my sparks on a gear that doesn't A, have 5 enchants, and B, I don't even have the SOM code to make the thing out of thing with yet, so we can worry about doing all that later. Alright, hold on a second. What's going on with this thing? How do I increase the internal level of it so that it's actually worth doing? Okay, this one already is level 62 without me doing anything. That's good. That's good, I guess. Let's do possessed. Oops. Select. Onslaught? Yeah. Murder. Select murder. And you know what? I can do a third one. Ooh, maybe that's right. Fucked up. Oh, this one doesn't add levels. Oh. Is that true for these ones too? None of these add levels. Oh, so if I wanted to add levels to the mission to make it harder, I had to choose a different card from this pile. Got you. Well, the only options we have are increase a duplicate item, or chance to duplicate an item from the reward pool, or magic find. I guess we'll go with magic find. I do want the SOM codes though. Yeah, I need the XP, but I also need the SOM codes. Yeah. tough choice. I'm gonna prioritize the song codes. Probably should prioritize the XP though. Let's make sure there's nothing stupid in here. Reflect damages, warp damage, more champions. Inoculator usage is disabled. You gotta pay attention to that stuff. I can't heal. No healing. More HP and range damage bonus. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's add another card here. So we already got murder. But we could add another one. Maybe I want crafting materials. Oh, you know what? You do want tarot cards. You want to upgrade your tarot cards ASAP. I think I'll do this one. There we go. We got a nice juicy mission here. 180% rewards, chance to find song codes, 30 XP bonus, and chance to find tarot cards. Let's go. Alright, but first I'm gonna use the bathroom. I gotta take a break and use the bathroom. Man, I can't believe Darkened Skye ended up being 10 times worse than I ever imagined. That part where I fell through the floor, man, I was done. I was already mentally like kinda done, but I was like, I'll stick it out. But falling through the floor like that, I was like, this trash is going in the gutter, going in the dumpster. I've had enough. I can't take no mo.
The web of heresy and corruption is spun by powerful beings and perverted minds. Hunt their leaders, and this construct of evil will come crashing down.
Crashing. Alright, I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The aim gets a little weird at the edge of the range. You can see that blue circle right there is the range of my weapon. It can hit beyond it. Like it's possible to. I think it is. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, like I just killed that guy beyond the range. It's just this weapon has a pretty bad shot spread. The like I was saying earlier, the armor piercing attack is much more accurate, but it forces you to walk forward. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know why they did that. This one's also better for destroying terrain too. So again, it's kind of like the enemies can hide behind stuff just like I can. So if they're hiding behind some shit, and I want to use my high armor piercing move to break their cover, I have to be like walking into it. And maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to stay behind my cover while I break their cover. It's kind of strange. Like these guys are armored right here, right? So if I want to use my armor piercing attack, I have to walk into them. It's such a weird decision they made. Yeah, like if I was doing the end game stuff where the enemies are level 11 levels above you and have tons of bonus damage, that guy running up and doing those AoEs in my face would like instantly kill me. I would have to preemptively Rosarius field them, or maybe there's just defensive mechanics in the end game I never got to, and there are ways to tank that shit. But when I was playing it on console, anytime in the end game somebody would do something like that, I would just fucking immediately die if I didn't Rosarius force field before it happened. So you basically have 5 seconds to kill things. If you can't kill something in 5 seconds, then you know what? You deserve to die to it. Whoa. Heavy armor, so I should, like, this is another example. To do my max damage to that guy, I need to use my armor piercing attack. He is heavy, so there's armored enemies and there's heavy armored enemies. That guy was heavy armored. So for my max DPS, I'd be needing to shoot him with this. Can you see the problem with a ranged build needing to walk forward directly into a gigantic chaos demon war machine? In the hardest difficulty setting, that's probably gonna get me killed. Problem comes in where, like, the restrictions they place on you, sometimes they disable your belt item. So if I can't use my, like, the mission might just be like, you know, enemies do X, this, that, and the other, and oh, and you can't use your belt item. So it's like, oh, I can't use my invulnerability in this mission. How am I gonna survive? What the hell? I gotta say though, like for an ARPG, this game, even though it's kind of old, I think they've updated the graphics. It has some pretty cool effects. Like, you can see it actually, like, deforms the environment and shit. Alright, that stuff didn't get deformed. Maybe it's because of the attack I used. Alright, some parts of the environment don't get deformed. You can, I've definitely like blown holes in things though. You can see the pipes are like busting open and shit. we go out, if we get an outdoor level, I can show off some of the way like the environment physics can crumble and stuff. There's like ruins and stuff in the outdoor maps, so you can make like a whole big ass wall like just crumble. Looks really cool. It definitely looks better on PC than it did on console too. On console, man, the destruction and the physics and stuff, it's already like kind of scuffed, but sometimes it would look really shitty. And from playing on PC, I've noticed like sometimes it's just not even close to the same level of destructibility that I've seen on here. This mission doesn't really show it off though. That's just like a normal piece of cover. Like imagine that, but it's a gigantic wall that goes across the entire screen. And it's like 12 feet tall. Use your imagination.
Damnation is eternal.
Another good thing about the Rosaria's force field with this armor is that this armor's special attack is this missile thing, this missile barrage, which just does, you know, a bunch of damage, a bunch of AoE damage. It's good at destroying environmental stuff too. Demolisher, yeah. Knocks back and knocks down. Demolishes cover, does AoE damage, but it does a lot of damage, but it forces you to stand still. So again, if you're in a situation where the enemies can one-shot you and you want to use an ability that forces you to stand still, it can be a good idea to pop Rosaria's first and then do your missile attack, so you can do it without getting one-shot by some bullshit. It's another good combo about this ability. I missed somebody else. How did I do such a bad job of running through this level? I missed like the only objectives I'm supposed to be going for. Yeah, maybe I'll grab these. I guess I don't really need them. This mission's still kind of too low level to really threaten my character right now. I'm a little bit too buff for a level 62 mission. I should be running like level 65 or 67 or something. Hello? Like right now, I want to be shooting him with this ability, but I don't want to be walking at him. That's the fucking stupid part. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's a way to use this ability without walking. Maybe it's just me that's fucking up, but definitely is a change.
You set a fine
Oh, I can't use my
example for their
inocular.
kind,
Right.
Inquisitor.
Right. I just tried to rely on something I can't even use. You can see the destructibility with these pillars here, but the outdoor walls and shit I'm talking about are way more physics going on than these things. Like that looks, you know, that's pretty cool, right? Imagine like a huge wall falling apart like that. It looks pretty dope. Even though this game is, you know, not nearly as good as D2 or like PoE, it has some ideas and it does some things that those games either don't do or don't do as well. And destructibility of the environment is absolutely one of them. Like, I played a lot of PoE 2, and I can't really think of any destructibility in the environment. I seem to remember it being mostly static. I could be misremembering, but I don't know. Next time I play through PoE 2, I'll have to pay attention to that. I didn't fuck with the recent season because I don't really give a crap about the druid. I don't dislike it, it's just not like... I played a lot the season before that, so I was ready to take a break anyway. I did, like, I cleared all the endgame shit, like Uber Flame Guy, whatever you call that shit, Uber Arbiter, and the highest level of all the, you know, Citadel bosses and all that shit. And I was even like adding, how did you add like difficulty to them? The tablet thing? Man, it's been a little while since I played PoE 2. I kind of forget how the endgame works, but I remember you could add you could juice your maps or something like that, and add one of the things that would get added to them would be HP value. So I was trying to find like the highest HP add I could put on a Citadel boss to have the most hit points, so I could like test my build, because there's like things in the game that aren't, you know, aren't like scaled appropriately. Like there was nothing in the game that had enough hit points to really like be a challenge for the build I had at the end of it. Like leading up to it, yes, but at the end it was like, all right, I can do millions of damage per second, and these bosses have like, you know, if I juice their HP, they have like 16 to 20 million hit points, right? So it's, you know, it's not like, it's not really like a good like benchmark of how well I'm doing. It's kind of like my build, you know, the difficulty like scaled to here, and then my build like kept going. It's like there's nothing like to come up with me as I keep getting stronger, so I kind of lost the desire to get any better gear. So hopefully they add something like that eventually, and you know, they say they will. They say that their end game right now is just placeholder and not the real deal. And I believe them. I'm sure they could do a lot to it. And if they add a character I'm more interested in, then I definitely will return for that. I keep saying I'm not going to play a Chaos Damage Witch again, and then I do it because they make some change to it, and I want to, you know, compare my experience. I'm like, well, I played Chaos Damage Witch once already, but now they, you know, it's a new season and they rebalanced and added items, and they, you know, changed abilities and stuff. I want to try it again and see how it's different now, but unless they do some crazy shit to Chaos Damage Witches, I'm done. I'm ready to play a different character. However, I have seen some people saying online that they've like admitted in their fireside talks or whatever they call them, their dev interview blogs, that that Chaos Damage the entire time has been like not complete and has just been in like a, you know, a placeholder status. Like they haven't given it like a full like pass through like they had with other abilities, and like considered it like fully complete. And it totally makes sense, because, you know, the first season or two there wasn't the Lich Ascendancy, there wasn't a Chaos Damage Ascendancy for the Witch, so I totally get it. And even now that there is, it's still not really, there are so many abilities and so many ability interactions that don't work still. Like you can't trigger, you know, Profane Ground from like a meta skill and have it deal damage for some reason. You can get the power charge from the Profane Ground or whatever it's called when it expires, but the Profane Ground itself, which is supposed to deal damage, doesn't deal damage if you trigger it from a meta skill. So you can't have like cast on crit, you know, kill somebody and then automatically Profane Ground the body and then have it start dealing like AoE damage to everybody around it, which is like one of the, you know, 1,000 cool build ideas I had, and none of them worked with Chaos. And then you see Ice Herald motherfuckers like hitting one guy and the entire screen explodes, and you're like, what? They can do that, but I can't do my janky little Profane. We're not even gonna talk about the fact that Profane Ground doesn't scale with like any of the Chaos Damage nodes on the passive tree. It's just like there's a million fucking things about Chaos Damage that are just like, they haven't finished this shit. It's not done. It's not even close to done. Hello, how are you, kitty? Yo, she likes to jump up here, and the other night she sat on here until I got up. Like, she wasn't going anywhere. She was just chilling. What up, Callie? How you doing? Cow. How you doing, Cal? She was just chilling on the top of the chair, like a little familiar pet. How are you, Cal? How are you doing? She and the other cats are kind of a little bit. They're getting more chill with each other, which is cool. They can be in the same area as each other now. They're still not like homies, but they're getting cooler with each other. So I'm glad to see that. I've also been giving them treats at the same time, so they just sitting behind me. Been giving them treats at the same time, so they're getting used to hanging around each other a little bit more. Hopefully they become friends. That would definitely be good. That would be ideal. It's funny because one cat hisses at her and then she hisses at the other cat. It's like there's like a hierarchy. Like one cat is the most chill and doesn't hiss at anybody. Callie's in the middle. She'll hiss at the one cat, but she won't hiss at the other cat because the other cat is already hissing at her. So there's like a train of hissing that rolls downhill. But anyway, that's it for tonight's short stream. Darkened Skye sucks. Fuck that game. Had some nice 3D models, but the game itself was programmed like shit. And I don't know, I wasn't really vibing with the sense of humor either. A lot of fourth wall breaks and just terrible jokes. Wasn't really my thing. There might be more Inquisitor Martyr on the stream in the future if I ever like get Void Crusades going and Warzone and figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do in the end game again. I kind of forgot most of it. Like I sort of remember, but I don't have the muscle memory to just be like, you know, blasting missions back to back to back and like getting the shit that I need. Like, did we even get any Psalm Code Doctrines? I doubt there's anything in here I need. I just sell all the blue and green shit. Let's see if there's anything here with more enchant slots. No. 4.3 bonus damage per enraged token. That's cool. I would use this if I had a way to enter enraged state right now, but I don't. And yeah, none of this. I give a fuck about any of this. Damn, this has way more base damage. 168 base damage. Hold up. Alright, I do want to equip this, but it still doesn't have 5 enchant slots, so it's kind of ass. It's kind of still not something I want to sink upgrades into, but just because it has such a higher base damage for what I got, I'll just throw it in the stash. We'll just clean up our gear. Actually, do I want to keep this? Keep that too. That, although I do need the material from it for crafting though. I think I'm like out except for that axe I'm about to craft. Yeah, I got 2 machine god spirits for that axe. One of those tarot cards should let me find machine god spirits in the level 2, so maybe I want to be running that tarot card. Anyway, I'm kind of on a 40k kick right now. I realized I've been playing that battle sector game and I got Inquisitor Martyr going again. Kind of been spurging out on the 40k stuff. But I think tomorrow we're going to be playing... I'm either going to start another retro RPG, because that's kind of what I wanted to start doing on the weekends again. Playing retro RPGs on the weekend and then other games, action games like this and stuff on the weekdays. So we might start a retro RPG tomorrow, or I might just get on with Die Hard Vendetta, and then we'll start playing retro RPGs next week. I think the next one I was going to play was kind of a weird one too. It was based on the Slayers anime. PC 98 game based on the Slayers anime with the English fan translation, so we might be hopping on that. I kind of looked into it, and people were saying like, oh, it's not that good a game, you shouldn't play it, but I don't know, I looked at it, it looked alright. It didn't look any worse than Darkened Skye, so we'll give it a shot. So tomorrow either Die Hard Vendetta or that. But that's it for tonight. Alright, it's time to end stream. Cal, you ready to go? Say goodnight to the people. Good night. Dude, if she starts hanging out up here, that's gonna be sick. Hell yeah. She's a small enough cat that she can balance up here. Yeah, I forgot I moved the mic. Anyway, peace.